StrongFirst testing standards. The swing. Swing a snatch-sized kettlebell back between your legs and then in front of you up to the chest level for 10 repetitions on each side. The back is neutral. The neck is slightly extended or neutral on the bottom of the swing. The heels, toes, and balls of the feet are planted, and the knees track the toes. The shoulders are packed. The kettlebell handle passes above the knees during the backswing. The working arm is straight in the bottom position. There is no forward knee movement, increased ankle dorsiflexion, on the upswing. The body forms a straight line on the top of the swing. The hips and the knees extend fully, and the spine is neutral. The kettlebell forms an extension of the straight arm at the top of the swing. A slight elbow bend is acceptable. The biomechanical breathing match is used. The abs and glutes visibly contract at the top of the swing. The kettlebell floats momentarily on the top of the swing. The get-up. Lie on your back, pick up a snatch test-sized kettlebell with both hands, and press it to the starting position. Slowly stand up, proceeding through a low sweep with the loaded arm kept straight and vertical. Slowly reverse the movement, switch to the opposite side, and repeat. Use both hands to lift the kettlebell off the ground to the starting position of the floor press and to return it to the ground. The wrist on the kettlebell side is neutral. The elbow on the kettlebell side is locked and the shoulder is packed. The shoulder of the free arm does not shrug up. The heel of the foot on the kettlebell side stays planted during the low sweep, the lunge up to standing, and the reverse of these actions. The knee touches the deck silently on the descent into the half-kneeling position. The arm holding the kettlebell is vertical, or almost vertical. The neck is neutral for the top half of the movement, from the lunge up. In the top position, the knees are locked and the lower back does not hyperextend. The clean. Clean a pair of snatch test-sized kettlebells sitting on the platform with one pre-swing and then re-clean them for 4 more reps, swinging them each time between your legs. All the points that apply to the swing, minus the straight arm requirement on the top and the float requirement, must be seen. The kettlebells, the elbows, and the torso become one on the top of the clean. The shoulders must be pressed down. The wrist must be straight. The kettlebells travel the shortest distance possible. The kettlebells come in contact with the forearms on the top of the clean with no impact. Ladies may not hit their breasts with their arms or kettlebells for health reasons. The press. Clean a kettlebell once and press it strictly overhead to lock out 5 times on each side. In the rack position, the fist must be below the chin level. The kettlebell in the rack and the Girya must pause motionless before each press. Press with the knees locked, the neck neutral, and no back bend. Keep the quads, glutes, and midsection tight. The torso may lean slightly back, but the lean may not increase during the press. The shoulder may not elevate in the range between the rack and the point where the handle is at the eye level. The forearms remain vertical or nearly vertical throughout the press. The wrist may not hyperextend. The biomechanical breathing match is used. Lock the elbow completely and pause motionless. Pause for 1 second in the rack without relaxing and press again. The front squat. Clean a pair of snatch test size kettlebells once, narrow your stance if necessary, and squat below parallel and preferably rock bottom for 5 reps. A neutral spine is maintained. The heels and toes are planted. The knees track the toes. Pause momentarily on the bottom while staying tight. Initiate the ascent with a grunt. The hips ascend at the same rate as the shoulders, not faster. The hips and knees extend fully on the top of the squat. Women may not apply pressure to the breast. The snatch. Snatch a snatch test size kettlebell for 5 repetitions with each arm. All the points that apply to the swing apply to the snatch. Swing the kettlebell sitting on the ground in front of you back between your legs and snatch it overhead in one uninterrupted motion to a straight arm lockout. Catch the kettlebell softly, without banging your forearm or jarring your elbow and shoulder. At the lockout, the arm must be level with the head or behind the head. The neck is neutral, and the lower back not hyperextended. Maintain the fixation for a second with the arms and legs straight and the feet and body stationary. Actively lower the kettlebell between your legs in one loose, uninterrupted motion close to the body without touching the chest or the shoulder, and snatch again. Be explosive and practice the biomechanical breathing match.